The following podcast contains coarse language and adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. I love this movie so much, man. I cannot wait to talk about it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Ham the shit out of it and even go deeper, be like, I fucking love it. Not that, but I love this movie. It's so good.
Really get it up there, okay.
Really ham it up.
All right. I love this movie so much. You're going to itch the back of your neck for 45 minutes.
I was like, how is this so damn itchy?
Dude, I fucking love this movie so much. I really can't wait to talk about it.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Picture this, no friends.
Picture this, no friends. You fucking loser. Watching the internet. You're watching the internet. That's a fucking... You are a loser, no friends.
Picture this, Regan. Picture this, no country friends. Picture this in your mind brain, if you will. The year is 1995. Braveheart screams, freedom! All the way to a best picture win. Apollo 13 proves that highly competent people solving problems, especially in outer space, can be absolutely compelling. 7 asks, what's in the box? Windows 95 launches and gives us the sea level dance to make 1,000 memes. Oasis and Blur are doing battle in the Britpop wars, and somewhere, Regan, somewhere out there, a small little spaceman is saying those immortal words. To infinity and beyond!
On with the show!
My name is Woody. This is my spot.
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
You are a child's plaything.
You are a sad, strange little man.
So tell me, why? Delilah. No, what the fuck are we doing this for? What's happening? How many have come out now?
Oh, man, fuck. How many Toy Stories are there now? 5. 5 is in cinemas right now. Really.
Is this the 5th one, is it? Okay.
Cinco. We are talking about the 1995 original. Did you have this on VHS, Regan?
Classic. I think I did, yeah. It was kind of... Actually, I must tell you, when this movie came out, it was a fucking juggernaut, and everybody was talking about it. And at the time, I was into animation and comic books and kind of wanted to work in that area somewhere. It was only primary school, but I kind of figured that's where I wanted to be. And I had gone to the video store and hired, you know, those old Spider-Man TV series that they had in the 70s with the flares and Nicholas someone or other, who was one of the Von Trapp kids, was Spider-Man. I love them. You can watch them all on YouTube. It's well worth your time. But anyway.
And you can watch Japanese Spider-Man on YouTube too, by the way, FYI. Just a minor tidbit for no reason. He does have a giant mech robot, a la,
of course he does.
Power Rangers or Voltron.
Ultraman.
Yeah, exactly. It is nuts. That's a story for another day, though. You're telling me about your love for Spider-Man in the 80s.
Spider-Man with the flares, yeah. And I got that. And a guy I went to school with, who I remember his name, but I won't say it just in case he's a fucking fan. He was like, what you doing that stupid shit for? It's stupid shit. It's stupid shit. You know how people try to test you when you're in fucking primary school? It's like, yeah, the things I like are better than the things you like, whatever. And I was like, oh, it's inspiration, you know? Like, he goes, you know what inspiration is? Toy Story is inspiration. And that conversation happened nearly 40 years ago, 30-some shit years ago, 31 years ago that conversation.
Wait, he said that to you? The idiot said that to you?
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. Toy Story is inspiration, but not over and above anything else. But the fact that conversation happened 31 years ago and there's a 5th one coming out, how come all of these people aren't dead? I'm nearly dead. Is Tom Hanks
all
still
the people
alive?
in the world? How come
Tim...
all the people who made Toy Story are still alive?
I mean, some of them aren't. Like Jim Varney's not.
Yeah, R.I.P.
The guy who played
Head, I think?
the Potato Head's gone. Yeah, Don Rickles. But
R.I.P.
How the fuck is Tim the Toolman Taylor still alive? That guy had patent on cocaine. He did. Check it out, everybody.
The literal patent. I mean,
He's a
like
dealer.
we've talked about cocaine movie scripts and ideas previously on this podcast. A lot of them for 80s movies. This isn't far off, dude. Like this is pretty far up there in terms of you're in a writer's room and you're like, the toys come alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, so you rented this from Blockbuster, or did you?
It was video easy.
Oh, just like you. Very easy. Did you
Fuck yourself?
I know I'm going with this. Wait, so you rented this? You didn't have it on Verhearst?
No, I bought it when it came out, which is probably why I wasn't renting it. I was getting Spider-Man for something else, you fucking prick.
Got it.
From 30 years ago.
Okay, interesting. That's like, I mean, that is forward thinking from that kid. Like that's, I mean, like he's a genuine. Is he one of the minds of the universe right now? Is he like Stephen Hawking Part 2?
No, he was one of the masters in the universe. I think he played the sword. Topical. No, I don't know where that guy is now. It doesn't really matter. But the point is that he was right, but also wrong. I had it on VHS. Did you have it, or did you get this in the UK, or was it banned?
He was.
It's a video nasty.
We're not allowed toys in the UK. It's or potatoos.
I was going to say you just get a potato and that's it, but it's an actual potato. Yeah,
there's jokes and things about potatoes. It's a really strange and interesting one. I was actually talking about this on Podcast Assemble, my other equally successful podcast, just the other day, and which is not successful at all. It
fucking is. You're how many episodes are you up to now?
215.
Yeah, well, depending on how you gauge success, that's pretty fucking good, man.
We have a good time. We have to bring Dre on at some point. We have to get DL to do this pod. In fact, that could be one of our future ones.
Absolutely.
I was talking about it with him, and cause we do a bit where we talk about the things we've been up to, and I was sort of sharing that I'd rewatched this film while we took a trip to Tassie recently, which was beautiful. A great place. It feels familiar no matter where you are. It's really interesting, Tassie. I really enjoyed it. But I was trying to work out like my memories of this, and we've talked about the TV, the video cabinet where we had a bunch of videos and DVDs, and it was all chucked in there. I don't remember having this in that cabinet. I don't remember it being there. I don't remember in the DVD. I don't necessarily remember it being on TV all the time, but the second we put this on, when we were sat watching this in Tassie, I just remembered every single word. Like,
yeah, right.
Flawlessly, every word, every, quip, every like bit of blue for the dads. But it must be 15 years since I've watched the first one. And frankly, I don't think I watched the fourth one. I know I've seen 1, 2, and 3 because I was looking at it earlier. I remember the second one. We actually watched the second one as well while we were away. I remember Jesse, and I remember the big purple teddy bear. But I think I saw the spoon and was like, what? We're going to talk about sequels shortly, but yeah, like, did you have this taped off TV, or did you have...
No, it was like an actual VHS, one of the smaller ones. When you first started buying VHSs, it was like in the big case that you would get from the video store, but then they started to, streamline them when they went for sort of the home market. So it definitely had that, but it had the making of at the end of it. And what they did in order to test and like prove that Tom Hanks was the man to play Woody was they took the scene from Turner and Hooch where he comes out and Hooch has eaten the headrests and he's like, don't eat the car. Like, but they'd animated Woody doing it. It was really like, it's awesome. Like for starters, the casting of this film. Oh, fucking phenomenal. Forget about it. Like phenomenal. I made a joke about him, but this is the role of Tim the Toolman Taylor's career.
100%, all of them. Yeah, it's fantastic. Even Tom Hanks, you met like one of the greatest actors of our generation, our generation of our lifetime.
Generation,
I would say. Like this is one of his best roles, and I mean, like each one of these makes $1 billion, and I guess this nicely walks us in then to review Rewind. Like what? Like let's nostalgia dive into this.
Let's do it.
Like. What is your memory of this outside of having a child tell you prophetically about the universe?
I think that the thing that struck me at the time and still does about Pixar stuff is just how clean the ideas are, and the idea of the like a lost toy or being lost is probably the most primitive fear before a child understands life 100%. Or death or any of that stuff. Being lost and away from your parents is absolutely terrifying, and that really plays into why it works and why the relationship between Woody and Buzz becomes so important as well.
Definitely. One of my earliest memories is being lost in a supermarket in the UK and not being able to find my mum. And like, you know, it's not seared into my brain in a terrible way. It's not like I wake up having nightmares about it, but I remember it. And I remember that visceral feeling of, you know, not knowing where she is and having to find a nice person to help me find my mum and all these things. You know what I mean? Like, I remember that. And like,
hello, little boy, why don't you come with me?
Yeah. Nowadays, I feel like that would be a lot creepier. Yeah. I know an island you can come to with me. Whoa.
Do you like fucking jelly beans or rags with chloroform on them? Okay.
Hey, little boy, does this rag smell like chloroform? Yeah, but like this, like you said before, this changed animation. This was the first animated movie ever nominated for an Academy Award, which is
that's crazy,
fascinating. And you know, like we'll talk about like a modern rewatch, but like it's a little hokey watching it back, but it holds up, man. Like I look like. Outside of the human faces, which we will talk about, like it holds up, and I love the moment the toys wake up. The minute they just go like the Buzz version, the Buzz Lightyear version. The minute he stood in his little pose, and then his eyes blink, and you're like, this is, and it's such a simple idea, you know, like the minute you start, and that falls to pieces a little bit when you actually think about it, but that's fine. We'll talk about that too, but. The idea that your toys play without you when you're not there. And honestly, tell me this, Regan. First question up top, like when you were a kid, did you try to like run back in the room to see if your toys were moving when you'd left the room?
I think probably more. I all of a sudden felt extremely guilty for how many of them I'd had up my ass at one point or another. Like poor He-Man. He-Man saw some shit, literally and figuratively. No, I didn't use my childhood toys. That sword
would be really pointy up there, though.
No, he wasn't holding the sword. I used Fisto, like actually. Fisto. That was perfect, just the right size. No, I was too old to do that. Like I understood, you know, reality too well. But I mean, that's absolutely what children have done, and that's why it works so well because
100%.
Even you'll never not know that that's the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
Even if you would have filmed them, like you'd be like, yeah, you get a nanny cam in there. It's like they could be fucking or something.
I mean, you might know because you might see them driving along the street, you know, with a rocket attached to their back. But that's different. But that did actually, thinking of that Buzz Lightyear pose, like, that just we've got so many core memories today. We're getting all the core memories. Just opened another core memory. I had that original Buzz Lightyear toy, the yay big one, and
get out of town.
It's a fascinating memory because I remember that was the hottest toy at the time, ironically, coming out when the film came out. And like I don't remember how I know this, but God bless my mum. I remember either walking into hearing her talking to my dad, or maybe she let slip or whatever, but like she had to drive everywhere for that toy. You know, like this is before the internet. It's 1995, remember? This was, you know, a time when she would have to ring up all the stores and, you know, drive to random places and be like, do you have this thing? And I remember opening on Christmas Day and just thinking, this is the ultimate toy. And I know that's so dumb. And I think I was probably like 8. I think I was 8 when this came out. But I just remember loving that. And I've still got it somewhere at home. So next time I go back to the UK, I'm going to have to bring it back and add it to the shelf.
Add it to the wall of glory. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. Currently hates.
Yeah. Well, it's... Thinking about your mum, like every time I say something, I'm like, Rose isn't going to approve of that. She's not going to approve of He-Man toys up an ass, up a
I'm not
child's
sure she's ever
ass.
listened to an entire episode. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you, Rose.
But that's such a nice story, you know. That's such a great core memory and such a nice thing to tie back to this film.
And the sad thing is now you could probably find 11 of them on fucking Facebook Marketplace or some shit next to those ab cruncher machines and a coffee machine that doesn't work. I love also as an adult, like watching it from a filmmaking perspective, because it's the perfect 3-act structure. You got your character set up, Your conflict comes in almost immediately. The getting lost at the start is the start of Act 2. The fun and games is Pizza Planet and Sid's place. The beginning of Act 3 is just after Buzz realizes that he is a toy, and then him and Woody become friends, and they work together for the plan to completely destroy Sid's life. Like, that motherfucker, he is...
PTSD
there's a lot of talk
for life.
You go online, especially after Disney bought bought Marvel and Pixar and all that stuff. Everyone was like, oh, Sid's wearing a Skull t-shirt. He grows up to be the Punisher. He grows up to be Frank Castle. That's not the truth. Think of the timeline. This guy grows up to be one of those fucking idiots who stormed the Capitol on Jan 6. Probably the dude in the Native American headdress and shit. Like, he's not out there. But what I actually think happened is that he is in a fucking asylum somewhere.
Oh, PTSD to the max.
Yeah.
I just have a note, and I think Buzz Lightyear is the perfect toy for Sid, because, and this is getting a bit ahead of ourselves, this is getting into a modern rewatch, but I noticed while I was watching this, I was like, Buzz shoots before he asks questions. Have you noticed that? Like, he's the most American toy.
He's ready to go.
He may have Taiwan written on his arm, but he is American. I was like, God damn, man's locked and loaded, even if he can't.
Greedo wouldn't even have a chance to sit down before this motherfucker tased him into the next century.
Guy's dead immediately. But this is such a quotable film. Like, everything, like, you know, like falling with style. I got a snake in my boot. Like, everything about it just screams quotable. Down to, you know, the scene at the beginning when you first realize the toys have got the most boring bureaucracy of all time, and Woody's doing his piece. It really is. And Woody's doing his little speech about the plastic corrosion seminar, and you're like, as a kid, like, it washes over you, but as an adult you sit there and you're like, oh my god, that is a classic society nonsense going on there. It's great, but it's so quotable. And as a kid, I remember, like, I had the toy, you know, I could press Buzz's little buttons and he would be like, to infinity and beyond, and I just remember like running around saying that shit all the time.
Yep, and dude, your mum like hardcore regretting she bought the shit toy.
She's like, why the fuck did I do that? This little fucker. Why is he still doing it? But the toys freezing is also genius as well. Like, that's such an interesting idea. You know, like, I joked before about, like, have you run back in? I've definitely run back into my room to see if Buzz Lightyear is actually going to move when I leave. But like, it's so simple but so effective because, like you said, like, how would you know?
Yeah, maybe the monsters in your closet are, you know, benevolent.
Maybe they are.
That's the best thing about Pixar. They just find those emotional points, the core parts of you that don't change from childhood and synthesize. You know, it's
totally.
That's why they're why everything that comes out that they make is worth seeing.
Yeah, definitely. And it's one of the core themes of the film. There's ones, and all the core themes of this sort of are. Not replicable is the wrong word, but they follow through your entire life. Like, you know, existential fear of replacement, the core theme of the film. As a kid, like, I'm sure that's, you don't know it and you don't know that's what you're feeling, but like, imagine like Andy does, you have a baby sister or whatever, harnessing those emotions that you can feel and relate to all the way through your life. And like you say, just like all the films do that so well.
And it's almost on a subconscious level as well. I mean, you probably have those fears, but you're not necessarily translating them in the moment to moment of watching the film. It's only when you sit and maybe decompress a little bit that stuff starts to rise to the surface.
100%. And I think it relates that all those feelings to me now are sort of very heavily linked to the score. So now whenever I hear, you know, like, you got a friend in me,
such a good song.
It brings back all the emotions from this film, you know, like the identity crisis of Buzz. That's one of my, I think Buzz's arc as a kid was like the first time I ever realized that like filmmaking could be this good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember being 8 and like, oh my God, this is the best.
Yeah. It is a watershed moment in terms of cinema because it really, in a way that, like, Bug's Life is a great movie, but it didn't penetrate the way that this did, not culturally and certainly not. Look,
like
I knew saying the word penetrate was a mistake. As soon as it came out in the mouth, I thought he's going to give me that weird look that he gives when he goes all British and doesn't want to actually pretend that he's saying anything rude. He's like, penetrate. If we're going to be a bit naughty.
But yeah, you were a little older than me when this came out. So it's probably like five-ish years between us. So like, was it as culturally relevant to you? I mean, obviously being 8, like I was a kid, so it was like right where I was. But you might have been. Where were you in that spectrum?
If in 95, I would have been 12.
Okay,
so I was just about to go to high school. So yeah, it didn't. But it still rang true. Like I still felt the way that it needed you to feel, but I just didn't have I didn't have the toys or anything, like a wanker would do.
No, but it's funny because we were talking about this, and I can't remember if I was talking about it with you or I was talking about it with the fiance, but we were talking about there's that weird age, and I'm equating it to myself. There's a weird age definitely boys go through. I'm sure girls do too, but like you. And it's sort of, I think you sort of see it more in the second film, but you aren't sure whether you should be playing with toys. It's sort of in that 12 to 14 region.
The nether space,
Yeah, I think maybe we did talk about this, but like you're growing up and you're like, like you're starting to feel things and look at, whether it's girls or boys differently, and you're like...
Or both.
Or both, whatever floats your boat. But it's like that period where you're like, I don't know if I should be playing with these toys. Like, is this all right? And then I remember when I was that age, probably like 14-ish, my friends had been into like wrestling, like WWE for like years. And my parents didn't have Sky or whatever, so I didn't get into it until I was a little bit older. And when I was like 13, 14, I remember I was in a toy store or whatever. I was walking through one to get somewhere. And I remember seeing like wrestling toys, and I knew my friends had them in the past. I was like, oh, should I buy these? And then I remember like having this like existential crisis about like, oh, that's not cool. Why would I want to buy? But then it's like, it's that complex. Weird age. Yeah, isn't it? But that's kind of what this film brings up for me in many ways. Obviously I was too young when it came out, but like all that stuff is baked into it, like Andy's going to grow out of these toys at some point, like what, and it's that what comes next.
But what did Andy then go on to do? I don't know. But like for me, it was
fleshlights.
The toys. What, sorry?
Fleshlights.
I thought you said he had head lice. I'm like, what? That's got nothing to do with it. Fleshlights. Do they come alive when you're not looking at them? I hope so.
The vibrating ones do.
Yeah. God bless. That's what's going on behind this sheet. It's a porn set.
Don't want to know.
Keep it down. I can hear them butt plugs. Okay. Hang on. For me, it stopped being about playing with toys and started turned myself into a storyteller. Once I got into high school, I started writing and drawing comic books, and then after that, it became screenplays and short films and theater and all that. So you take that playful side of yourself and you just find a different play. But a lot of people do put that away. Like when I became a man, I put away childish things. That kind of shit. But really, as soon as you start doing that, you get old, and I subscribe to the adage that Clint Eastwood subscribed to: never let the old man in, and if you kind of roll that way, you're always going to be fresh.
Love that for you.
Thanks.
It's interesting talking about older people, because you don't see Sid, Andy's mum, that much in this. Have you noticed that?
I think it's because the fucking people are animated like they are Chucky dolls. It is
they
horrific.
Literally couldn't render them quickly.
Even
enough.
The dog doesn't look great,
Well, that's why they all have. So Andy and his sister both, and Sid actually all have short hair. And if you notice, the mum always has her hair tied back because they literally couldn't render it. It was too big. The files were too big, so it was crazy. But I think if you look at so when I was a kid, I found Sid fucking terrifying.
Of course.
And now I find him terrifying for how few pixels they have on his face.
Yeah. And now he just looks like this dead... It's almost worse. He's this dead-faced puppet dude,
It is terrifying. But as a kid, I remember thinking holy shit, that's the bad one. That's the stereotype of your parents saying not to go and play with in the playground.
Yeah. See that guy over there? The one who knows what matches are? Don't talk to him.
But that's interesting because it's a fear for parents as well, right? A fear must be, what if my kid grows up to be that kid?
Of course. I can't imagine that kind of fear. That's why I decided not to have them. Like, oh shit, what if I get a murderer? I don't want that.
What if I'm on the news because my kid kills someone?
Yeah, exactly. They'll be like, it's the parenting. You're like, no, he was born a shit egg. Like that's not my fault. Yeah.
So what's your most memorable scene from the film then?
I think it's probably just purely based on how fucking creepy it is when all of the sort of Frankenstein toys come out and they fix Buzz. Hey, they fixed you, like that kind of thing, and then that turns into the denouement, which is them sort of ganging up on Sid. That's the most memorable scene. But the one I like the most, is Buzz's breakdown.
Oh, I love that scene.
It's so good. Sucking down Darjeeling.
He turns into like a sister. He gets drunk on tea. I love
I am Mrs. Nesbit. And he takes his own arm off and hits him with it. And then, but he has to open the blast shield first, do it, and then he closes it again. I'm sorry. Like, it's just... And that whole sequence where he learns, like, you know, that he's not, you know, my dreams I could fly, and he jumps off the thing and just falls.
That's actually my most memorable scene from this whole film. That scene, and I remember we were leading up to that, and when we were watching it, and I was like a kid again. I was like, oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna jump. And I was like, no, don't jump, Buzz. You're gonna ruin it.
You can't change it.
I love it so much. It's just phenomenal. But like, I think almost anything with Buzz in this is perfect. You know, the falling with style scene, just phenomenal. And you know, like it's how the toys all turn against Woody and he doesn't really even notice. And it's just so good.
They kind of do that a little quick.
A little too quick. Yeah.
We get all kind of led by the pig. And like, I know that there's, like, you know, Potato Head's surly. Potato Head gets my favourite line in the whole film, though, because somehow Don Rickles manages to turn the word hockey puck into a slur.
An insult.
Like, he's like, what are you looking at, you hockey puck? And he walks past the hockey puck, and the hockey puck's like, what the fuck?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Why is he... hang on. Why are sporting goods sentient? Does that mean there's footballs being kicked all around the place and baseball bats?
That's interesting. What else?
Right.
I mean, like, you'd call it a toy, wouldn't you? Like, fuck, imagine
when you put on a catcher's mitt, does it go, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
why is this damp inside?
Why am I hard? Like, I can't. These things aren't commuting. I'm at Little League. Okay. Well, it's a very horny movie. Okay, someone else can watch The Sheep tonight. So why? You can fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
well, what? Neither of you have a vagina or a penis. What are you talking about? What are you gonna do?
It's the famous Batman villain. No, that's we're talking about it. We talked about it in the roundup. That'll be in the back matter. Everybody, stay past the credits.
If anybody wants to see us losing our absolute shit, stick around till after the credits.
Ridiculous.
That joke doesn't make sense. Nor does it in reality either way. But
nor does it need to.
Nor does it need to.
I mean, this is unhinged. I think it's like the little lines that kind of get me that, you know, the life in it. Like, oh, it's a combat Carl. Like, that's the toy that Sid's about to blow up. Yeah. Son of a building block. It's Woody. Like, just that kind of, you know,
it's great.
In joke inside the toy world. You know what I mean?
Love that. And
the Etch-a-Sketch that draws the gun.
Yes. Yeah. Or the noose for Woody, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's a bit fucked up.
All of it's great. All the toys, like, I wanted all those toys when this film came out, but I always think about when I'm watching these movies for this, I always think like, which toy would you be in this, Regan? Can you guess which toy I think you are this week?
I'm the dinosaur.
Yes, you're Rex.
Yeah. That's so great with the big roar, and he's like, oh, hi, Rex. Were you scared? Like, that's just, he's so great. Beautiful. It's the dude from, I forget his name. He's from the Princess Bride. He's the one who does the poison with the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Where's Rex?
Or Stevens, or whatever the fuck his name is, the Carrie Elway's character.
Literally.
Yeah, he's just so great. You know what I mean?
It's a wonderful character, and it's so like cute.
Yeah.
I love the
dinosaur is like the meekest
of
one.
the scary thing that's actually the meek one. It's great. It's fabulous.
Yeah, and it was, I just don't think I could take that kind of rejection. Like, he's just, it is, everybody is pitch perfect. Like, they all know the score.
Yeah.
You know, like the guy's playing the pig is kind of a little too serious, you know?
Yeah. I like that. I mean, like, that's the thing that annoys me about modern movies. Like, they sometimes lack, you know, that seriousness in the actors playing the parts, because they always have to be, you know, like riffing on set or ad-libbing, or everything's a quip nowadays. I'm obviously generalizing to the Marvelization of movies, but
yeah,
sometimes it just needs that little bit of seriousness.
I feel like also you need to now put people in like animated movies because their names, like having The Rock and Kevin Hart in that superhero Pets movie. It's like, get people who are voice actors. I was listening to the other day, like on Spotify, they've got like audio dramas of Batman books, and there's like The Killing Joke and Long Halloween, and I listened to the Year One book, and the voice acting is incredible because they're all fucking voice actors, and they know the difference between that and being on camera. And that's where they killed with this. Like, I understand that, you know, a lot of these people were actors, but they were all performers in theater performers and had done comedy and that stuff. Like, getting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, as good an actor as he is, to voice something in your movie, it's just not the same, you know?
Easy there. He's no longer what do they used to call him? He's no longer franchise Viagra. He's lost that. Dead to me. Here's a question for you, Regan. Oh, sorry.
Is it about another type of Viagra? Can it be?
We've talked about Viagra way more than you realize on the show.
It's a sponsor. This week we're sponsored by the drug that gives you hard dick all the time.
Not if you're a toy. Hard dick, not if you're a toy. It's my old enemy.
It's my old enemy.
Floppy dick.
No,
Batman's other enemy. Here's a piece of trivia for you that I absolutely loved. I like to flick through trivia. It's one of the things I do to relax for some reason. The animation team perfected the movement of the toy soldiers by nailing pairs of sneakers to bits of wood and trying to walk around on them. So
I'm pretty sure there's footage of that somewhere.
It's fun. It's so amazing. I love it. And it harkens back almost to, we're going to do this one day, but you know, in Jurassic Park, do you know the scene when all the smaller dinosaurs are running past them in the field?
Yeah.
There's all the film tests of them trying to get that right, because they built like a model of what the legs of that would look like and walked in them. It harkens back to that for me, and it's just so it's so fantastic, and it gives it gives that extra bit of love, you know.
I'm listening to the moment the commentary for the film Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and it's the directors and the writers and stuff talking about it, and the amount of R&D that went into this stuff to try to figure out, like, because in that film they speak a different language, but they have a root dialect. The actress who was playing Keita would drive around not only listening to like the Atlantean language, kind of get the diction right and everything, but would also like listen to her dialogue and then break it down in English, like, so that it made less sense because it would be a second language to her. You know what I mean? So that kind of attention to detail. But for me, speaking of the army men, their detail, like on the back of them, you know how when you get those guys, they've got the little clear bit where they've been popped out of the mold, and that's still there. It's like in Ratatouille when you can the onion is translucent. You're like, well, how the fuck did they, you know, think of that? Because that would be, it's so small and
so specific.
It's the reality of it, and you just buy in that way, you know.
I like all the small details of this film are phenomenal. Like, even like in the little jokes, you know, where like Potato Head pops his mustache off because he thinks he's going to get a partner.
You know what I mean? He's going to get boned. Yeah.
Yes. It's so good. Question for you, Regan. Were there any bits of this film that you would fast forward or rewind?
Look, when Woody pleads with all the Frankenstein toys to help Buzz, and his argument is, he's my friend. If you don't tear up at that, you're fucking dead inside. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's so good.
It's Hanks, man. He just sells the shit out of it, you know?
And you were talking about voice actors before. Like, he's just generational. And one of the bits, and I rewound this time because I laughed so hard at it, my partner missed the actual line that was being said in the film. You know the scene when... So the scene when Woody is trying to get the toys' attention from Sid's window, and he throws them over the Christmas lights, and he's got Buzz's arm, and he's giving himself a hug with it. It's like, come on, to infinity. I was laughing so hard at that. I was just like, this is fucking cinema. This is just incredible.
This is cinema. I love it.
The layers, yeah. Perfect. Like the layers and layers and layers on this is just phenomenal. And I remember I had to rewind it because, like, as I say, I laughed so hard. Like, I actually, the laptop fell off my leg. That's what happened. That's why she didn't see it online.
Someone, my business partner sent me a screenshot. He was watching Speed.
Okay.
And he was
just
like,
sat there watching a pile of drugs.
Yes, he was watching some really, really bad gutter cocaine. That's what it was. No, he was watching the Keanu Reeves joint Speed, or the Jean de Bon.
Sandra Bullock.
We'll get to it eventually. Fucking perfect picture. And he was like, this movie's so good. And he sent the screenshot and he was watching on a computer. I'm like, dude, that is criminal, watching Speed on a laptop. And I make the argument that watching Toy Story on a laptop. The Disney stream on your TV is 4K, man. Get into it.
We didn't have a TV. We were.
Oh, you're in Tassie. That's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we were in a lodge. And I was like, I need to watch this for the pod. And then we was like, it was an evening where we were just pretty tired, so we'd done a big hike. Too many things. But yeah, like it was criminal watching it. But in fairness, the more you blow it up, the more you see through it.
Yeah, the more people start to look like fucking creepy, like reanimated dolls and shit.
Yes. And on that note, let's talk about the modern rewatch, Regan. I think there's a real question to be had here about. I mean, like. Does it hold up? Absolutely. But like my question to you here is, does the animation hold up on a modern TV, with your modern sensibilities?
I think it does, only because you forgive it a lot. When the sequence where they go to Pizza Planet, right, which should be a fucking thing, by the way. And if it's not, someone get on that, because that looks like I would go there for a pepperoni slice,
Yeah, man. It's very 90s, though. It's very 90s.
The game parlor that's also a pizzeria or whatever.
Yeah, it does. You go there on like a birthday party with like your friend, your best friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'd have bowling as well. You do bowling. It's that nostalgia. That's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. But I mean, now I think, the American equivalent would be like Chuck E. Cheese would be the real one or whatever. Right. But I also love the part in the claw machine where Woody has to get in there to get Buzz out. And they're all going, be one of us. And he's like, get away from him, you zealots. Like that. It's such a good thing
niche line. I love it. I love it.
I think that kind of, like that's where the animation sort of sings when you I mean, fuck the final sequence with RC, like getting to the truck. It slaps. It's
great.
Adventure cinema of the highest order. I do feel like, I was making a joke before that this is, there's 5 in these franchise and this one still holds up, and so does 2 and so does 3. But there's something really special about this, and the more you dilute that. Like every time you go back to the well, you dilute that, and I feel like I have no interest in seeing the new one, and it's not because I'm an adult, because I don't,
because you're not.
No, I'm absolutely not. Fucking child,
mentally, psychologically.
This computer is currently sitting on top of Batman comic books. I'm not even kidding. That's why it's a bit higher than normal.
In any of them, is he fighting his famous villain?
I haven't read the second one down, so maybe. No. That'll make sense when you watch the bloopers.
Go and watch the end of the show. Go skip to the end.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. I think I can like ignore those things, right? Like I didn't mind that his mum looked like a horrifying doll, or she almost had that Tom and Jerry thing where you don't really see her face that much. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you didn't necessarily see her, and I think it does hurt it when you see the scenes, especially when they do close-ups of like Sid, for example. But I mean, you just have to think he's a horrifying looking kid. But I mean, like on a modern rewatch, I do have questions about the toys, and I need you to think very deeply about this and tell me your feelings. At what point during the toy making process do they become sentient? Because that would be fucking horrifying. Imagine you're being like put together and then all of a sudden you're like, ah! And when do they realize that they have to stay still? Do they realize and have to stay still while they're being forced together or pulled apart or like bits sewn to them? The whole concept of that just blows my mind.
Some poor bastard working in a Taiwanese sweatshop like puts the last like the arm on the Buzz Lightyear doll and it comes alive and starts climbing all over him like that movie fucking Toy Soldiers. Just Horrific. And also like it's probably that bit like where Ultron becomes sentient and he's like, "What is this, please?" Like fucking existence.
No.
How can I possibly? Buzz goes out to kill all the Avengers.
I mean, that's probably what Buzz Lightyear is going to do in the next one, right? That's Toy Story 6. He goes
only
and
a
kills
matter
the
of time
Avengers.
before they start crossing over. Yeah, I think that in terms of the button I would put on it is that. It's a really good message for kids that it doesn't matter what you look like or where you come from. Like those Frankenstein toys end up being Buzz and Woody's greatest allies when Woody's normal friends have all given up on him.
Totally.
You know, like there's something about weirdos and it's okay.
Friends, they're all pricks, all of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Porky,
Porky,
they're all work colleagues. They're all the people you bitch about. Fucking potato head again. He just won't shut up about these reports.
I got to say, man, he's the worst. He's the worst.
He's
the
HR,
worst.
Basically.
Oh, no, HR's not that snide. He's too snide to be HR. He's just the prick one that gets
He's
away
middle
with.
management.
Yeah, he's middle fucking management and he takes his mustache off to go into work.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. One thing that did click into mind when I was watching this was, the scene, and this is very much an adult way of thinking about things, but the scene when it's Andy's birthday and all his friends are arriving, they're all bringing toys, and the army men are shouting up like what he's getting. One of his friends brings him a set of fucking bed sheets.
Who invited
that child is a psychopath.
Yeah, right.
Get him out of your friendship group immediately. You don't need that
kid. The parent being like, "What have we got in this house that we can give to this fucking shitty kid because I don't want to go shopping?"
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm notorious. I give. If someone wants something specific, that's fine. But if it's like a Kris Kringle or whatever, I buy a pineapple.
Why?
Because no one buys them for themselves. And also, you never suspect a pineapple. When people open the box, they're like, what the fuck? And I did it once. I won't say where I was working at the time because, anyway. And the woman who got it was absolutely elated. And she started an Instagram page because she was leaving that job to do a drive around Australia in a van. And that pineapple had an Instagram page until I think at the very end of it, they had and it was part of a cocktail.
Amazing.
Yeah, right.
I mean, how long did it last? Surely not
a couple of weeks, maybe. It was very green when I bought it.
Here's a question for you. Where's Andy's dad?
He left with his yoga instructor.
Well, he can't have left that long ago. There's a 1-year-old in that house. He must have left very recently.
That's true. He just fucking dropped a load and left.
Unless Andy's mum hoes about, unless she's just like whatever, she's a free spirit.
Hoes about? Don't slut shame Andy's mum. You don't have that kind of information.
There's no shame there.
She buys Buzz Lightyear toys for her son. She's a good mum.
She's a good mum. You say mum, she's American.
Mom. Yeah, I don't know. I think I mentioned that last time. I was like, Is he dead? He's probably dead, right? That's why she's overcompensating. Do you want to go to Pizza Planet? I know your dad's dead.
She doesn't quite have the PTSD of, we talked about E.T. last time. The mom has PTSD.
No, that was what I was talking about. Like, I said E.T. is the dad dead. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, she doesn't seem sad enough. As it's a weird one because if he'd left recently, she'd still be sad.
Yes.
But he clearly hasn't because he's got a 2-year-old kid. So.
Yeah. Wow.
Unless she was happy to get rid of him. Unless she murdered him. Did Andy's mom murder Andy's dad?
Man, the real
Is that why
Toy
she lets
Story,
him run around playing with his Woody all over the house?
Dildo.
We both made sex jokes over each other. That's hilarious.
That's okay. What I'll do is, we both made really good jokes just then, everybody. So what I'll do is, you'll hear both of them. I'll play one now.
Is that why she lets him run around playing with his Woody all over the house?
And that was Tommy's one, and now I'll do my one. Man, the real Toy Story, and she fucking bludgeons him to death with a dildo.
You can laugh.
See, they
at
were
all
both
of
good
our
jokes
in reverse. Good, strong.
You just have this weird colonial guilt. Like in the blooper episode where I was like, we're great podcasters, man. And you said, yes, we're definitely podcasters. Like, nah, fucking sing it out, brother. We run this bitch.
That's just my humor, my friend.
Yeah.
I think on a modern rewatch, there's loads of little things. And you talked about this, about many films we've already talked about. We've done 15. This is the 15th, by the way. Congrats to us. We talked about there being jokes for the dads, which you don't get in kids' films nowadays for the dads, for the parents. Things like Buzz Lightyear, Buzz getting drunk on tea. These are all for the parents.
Like kids wouldn't.
Yeah, right. Like you wouldn't really get that as a kid. Like you'd get the idea, and like Sid's dad being an alcoholic, clearly falling asleep in front of the TV all the time. You don't get that as a kid, and this has all these little elements like slotting. And I would be interested to see Toy Story 5 to see if they've maintained that level of perspective for all people watching it.
I mean, that's one of the best things that these films do and why they age with you, because you do look back and you're like, look at all the fucking shit that I missed. This is good storytelling appeals to everybody, which is why a lot of the more modern movies aren't really working. They tried
100%.
pretty hard in Master of the Universe to kind of make it.
I think that was a great. I actually really enjoyed that film, even though it was made no money and is never going to be seen again.
People are just tired, man. That's why fucking Supergirl opened and no one's going to that either. It's just like we need to go back and kind of reassess where we want to be. Like this IP 100%. Stuff just isn't working.
IPs, we need some new stories for sure.
Yeah.
This was a new story at a time, and I have to ask you as my final question for this. Is this, by your opinion, the greatest kids movie ever made? That's a big question. I'm not going to lie to you. That is very loaded.
No.
Interesting.
It's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's Jaws. It's Jaws, everybody. No, it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, absolutely.
I love that film. Not as much as I love this. This is up there. This is on my Mount Rushmore for sure for kids films.
Amazing.
Would you like a couple of miscellaneous notes before we finish?
I can't wait.
Let's do it. A couple of Tommy's miscellaneous notes very quickly for you there, Regan. One thing you will have noticed as an adult is that the carpet in Sid's house has the same hexagonal pattern as the carpet in the Outlook Hotel from The Shining, which I think is fascinating and a lovely reflection of where his house is like. Good. Fascinating. I had one that just says, Sid has PTSD now, right? Right?
100. Sid, he's got more than that. He's shook.
Shooketh for lifeth. I had Jesus Christ, Mr. Potato's a dickhead. You've already said that.
Sure.
And then I said my next one was just like wait until you meet Andy as a teenager and his new friend Fleshlight, which we've made these jokes already, but very relevant. Those are the things
People might have drifted off the way that you do when you pod. Someone's on a walk right now listening to us. They got a bit distracted because they saw a snake or whatever, and now they're back.
Dog,
or a dog,
or a toy running down the street.
Yep.
That's the thing. Actually, before we finish, they're not supposed to be seen by people, and then they just run down a street. Come on, guys.
Well, they're about to get lost.
Don't pick at the threads too much. Regan, do you have a game show?
Oh, fuck, do I? This is a goodie. It's a goodie. I'm very excited. It's called Adult Toys. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. This is about toys. We're talking toys here. So I'm going to give you not an example. I'm going to, oh, fuck. There's people in the room. He can't move. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, they've gone. I'm back.
Tommy Dildo. Okay. Dildo by Tommy. It's your fragrance.
It's straighter.
Just, yeah. And two balls. Okay. I'm going to explain to you, I'm going to give you a description of a toy line, and you're going to tell me what that toy line is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm going to butcher this. This is going to be fun.
I reckon you're going to kill it. I reckon you're going to kill it. Are you ready? Number one.
Yeah.
If you listen. An elite...
Why am I putting my head next to the microphone? That's
You fucking ball bag. That is the dumbest shit. What? What did you say? Oh, you can't see mine, but it's right there. All right. Okay.
Go on.
Oh, what a fucking ball ache. Okay.
G.I. Joe.
Damn it!
Ask the question anyway.
All I said was an elite.
Yeah, I knew it from the second you said an elite.
The quiz was, the description was an elite, highly trained, covert special mission force tasked with defending human freedom, launched by Hasbro in 1964. That's crazy.
Yeah. G.I. Joe, that's great. It's been around for years. That's wild.
Yeah, man. Banana.
Fun.
And they used to be the big ones, and then they became the small ones.
In the UK, we had Action Men, which was very similar, surprisingly similar. And yeah, there was a weird thing whereby I think it was Transformers comics. Transformers comics would release with Action Man comics, and it was different to the main line. So there were two Transformers stories going at any one time in the UK,
that makes
which
sense.
is so random and a piece of knowledge that I have no idea how I know. Anyway, sorry.
Ridiculous. We had Action Man here too. There was a really good cartoon series that had like live action beginning as ends. Launched by Mattel in 1982, this legendary franchise blends barbarian fantasy and science fiction technology.
He-Man.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, bitches.
He-Man, I have the power.
He does. You're
did that
on a good track here.
2 weeks ago?
We might go 5 for 5 for the first time. What's that?
Yeah, probably not. We did Masters of the Universe, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was the second to last one. So yeah, we did that and then E.T.
Yeah, that's right. It was good.
The banger, mate. We were talking about it on Sequel Suck. That it's still a fucking dope film.
Golf.
Okay. Question number 3.
Yes.
Originating from the Dutch phrase meaning play well, users build endless creations from cityscapes to vehicles to intricate collector models. What is the toy?
I'm going to guess Legos.
Boom! Question number 4.
That's right.
Manufactured by Hasbro, this premier non-toxic modeling compound is designed for children's arts, craft, and sensory play. Why am I doing the tongue thing? Don't do that.
Yeah, that's weird. Play-Doh?
Fucking boom! Boom! You're on fire tonight, Tommy. Amazing.
Sorry, dad
it's
jokes.
because you're flammable, much like Play-Doh is, I think. I've also spelled it Play-Doh in my notes.
Play-Doh!
Yeah.
Oh, so I got it wrong. Damn it. God damn it, Play-Doh.
Last one. God damn you, Play-Doh! Last one. That'll be good out of context. Just shout that. I think I'll do a blooper episode every 10 episodes or something because it's a good one.
Wow. We could do a big one at Christmas. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Oh,
5.
yeah. Big Christmas episode for sure.
Big Christmas.
Okay, final one. Number 5. Created by Mattel in 1959 as a global fashion doll franchise built around the central character whose name was Barbara Millicent Roberts.
It was Oppenheimer.
That's correct. Oppenheimer it was. How about that, man? 5 for 5.
Damn. I mean, I've never done that once before. And I think I may have done it when we had a friend of the show on as well. But that was a good one. I like that. There's a lot of good there's a lot of good toy lines we could talk about. I love the idea of doing the retro movies for them. I don't love the idea of all of the new movies they're making based on them. But yes.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. Well done. Take us home, buddy.
Final question for the episode then, Regan.
Oh, yes.
If you could remove all memories of this from your life and go back and watch it again from zip, would you?
Of course. Of course. I mean, maybe not. No, yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I would do that.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
There's two ways to think about that question. One is you travel back to 1995 and relive the moment you watched it, or you are an adult and you remove it from your memory and watch it. I think I'd prefer to go back and watch it in 1995.
100. Yeah, I would like to be a child and see it because as an adult, I would probably be playing on my phone like a fucking loser.
I'm playing Wordscapes on my phone.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us and joining us for this fantastic episode of No Country for Old Films. We love it, and we love it when you come back. You're the best. You're the best. No,
Don't do
really
him
appreciate
again.
you.
That fucking...
I wasn't even doing that.
Had a lot of
we really
play.
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with it and sticking all the way through to this point of the episode. A huge thanks to the phenomenal Wiley Risso. That is WYLEERISSO, creating a fantastic podcast artwork. You can find him at the same on Instagram. And always thank you so much to Johnny. Johnny, you're the best. Theme music playing right now.
Right this very now.
Theme tune. The theme you created. Fantastic. We love all our creators who've helped us with the show, so thank you all so much. What are your memories of Toy Stories, dear viewer? Did you watch
Put a
it
toy
in
up your
1995?
Anytime now or in the past.
Did you worry about Bo Peep and Woody's relationship? Did you worry Forget it.
Do you currently have a Mr. Potato Head in you? Like that's.
Are you going to watch the fifth version of this film? Is all I was going to ask next. Let us know in the comments. You can find us. We're obviously on YouTube. We're obviously on Instagram. You can find us at No Country for All Films. You can find us on TikTok. All of our stuff goes up there. Check us out. You can email us at nocountryforallfilms@gmail.com. And while you're there, give us a 5-star if we've earned it. If you've laughed at all, if you've enjoyed it, pass it to a friend. We'd love it if you would. Regan, please don't forget to rewind before returning, my friend.
I shan't.
To infinity
And beyond!
I was going to go with No Country Friends, and then it just came out as No Friends.
It's better than no cunt. Picture this, no cunt.
I tell you who doesn't have a Bo Peep.
And it's also like, you know, a Batman villain as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's no cunt. How do you know that they have been there?
The bat symbol comes up. It's like, it's my whole nemesis, no.
I mean, it could be any of his male adversaries, honestly, but still. Look at how you're off screen laughing. That's great. We haven't even begun. my old adversary. We're gonna have to explain why we're both crying at the beginning of this now. Oh, this could go in the back half. This is back matter. This is back matter for the episode. Oh no, I broke Tommy, everyone.
All right.
Oh goodness, I'll have to bleep the C word, but you all know what we mean, everybody.